Okay, you guys, we are now to the point of almost wrapping up. So we've been together for a number of weeks at this point. And I am first going to say, I am so proud of you for committing to making your year a meaningful year and to moving yourself closer to going from career to calling so that you can achieve meaningful success and true joy. So now I'm going to just remind you what is meaningful success and why it's so important, especially when it's tied to your calling, right? So meaningful success, the definition that I've come up with is meaningful success is creating and cultivating what matters to you most and brings you purpose and joy. So the reason why this is so important is when you're talking about your calling, it can't be just about the money, the success, the fame, the notoriety, the attention. But it has to be something that's meaningful. It has to matter to you. It has to bring you purpose and it has to bring you joy. So it's so important that you understand the definition of this because it will shape the things that you say yes to and it will shape the things that you possibly need to say no to when you are walking towards getting closer to your calling. As you succeed, which I know you will, there are going to be various opportunities and things that come your way. And not everything you need to say yes to. Because if it doesn't align with your goals and your values and your morals that you placed on your calling in your business or your craft or whatever that is, or your promotion to that particular job that you want that allows you to operate in your calling, then you have to evaluate those things. And you need to be always operating from a place of thinking about, does this matter to me most and bring me purpose and joy? Because that's the definition of meaningful success that I've created for you guys and for myself. Does this matter to me? And does it bring me purpose and joy? Because if it doesn't, it might not need to be done. You might not need to say yes to it. There might be things that you need to take time and pray about and think over before you say yes. Because sometimes when you are working on your calling and you start to become successful, different people start to notice things, right? They start to notice you and they start to notice your calling and your gift and they start to admire it. And they're like, oh, I want to be attached to that. Or, oh, wow, I want to give you this opportunity. But sometimes it doesn't align with what you have defined and what I have defined as meaningful success. So I want you to remember meaningful success again, creating and cultivating what matters to me most and brings me purpose and joy. So I'll give you guys a little story. For me, after I was pushed out of my job, I made this amazing salary. I had been in that career for 16 years. It is all I have ever known from the time that I've come out of college. And after getting to where I had time to be still, I had time to surrender. And as God revealed things to me about what my calling was and what meaningful success was and what joy was, I quickly understood how important meaningful success was to me. And that it wasn't enough just to go chase another job. It wasn't enough just to go get another job for a paycheck. That wasn't it. It wasn't doing it for me. It was to the point, you guys, that when I would think about having to go to apply for another job, it would make me sick to my stomach. But you guys, I was so determined to be able to surrender and say yes to exactly where I knew God was taking me that I sacrificed a lot of things. Me and my husband, we invested in a lot of things, even when we felt like we didn't have it, right? But we found a way. We found a way to dedicate our time, our finances, for me to be able to do this. And if I would have quit, you guys, and would have went after just what success looks like, which was a bigger paycheck, and I could have done it, you guys, because I had just not too long ago gotten promoted to a senior territory sales manager. So I could have went anywhere, and I worked for an amazing company. I could have went anywhere because of the experience that I had and because of the achievements that I had accomplished. I could have went anywhere, but it didn't matter to me most or bring me purpose and joy anymore. And that's when I knew that doesn't align. It doesn't align with where I want to be. It doesn't align with my goals and the dreams and the visions that I have for my family, which are like time freedom, which are financial freedom, which are serving other people like yourselves and coaching you on how to go from career to calling and how to achieve meaningful success. It didn't align with that. And I knew I couldn't do it. I knew I couldn't go that direction. I had to wait. I had to surrender to a lot of things of what I thought success should look like and what kind of money it should come with. I had to let go of those things. I had to let go of those things and be willing to invest the time and the finances and the energy and my prayers and my faith and my ambitions into this. And it was so worth it. I'm so grateful that I did, because if I didn't, I would not be where I am right now. I would not be in a position to help other people and to change their lives. I wouldn't be here. So I want you to remember that meaningful success, it's key and it's important. And you need to always take everything back that comes to you or that you're thinking of or that you're considering or that's looking like a distraction or that's causing you to think that no, you shouldn't be going this direction. I want you to always bring it back and measure it up to the definition of meaningful success. Does it matter to me, and does it bring me purpose and joy? And remember, joy is different than happiness. Happiness is an external thing. It's based on the happenings, the things that are happening to you that come and go, right? It ebbs, it flows, and your emotions go right along with it. That looks like new promotion, new car, new job, new certification, whatever it is. It's exciting at the moment and then it leaves. But joy is an internal possession. It's an internal anchoring. It's a spiritual thing that no matter what your current circumstances look like, no matter how low you are, no matter how high you are, you still have joy. And it's not like, oh, everything's okay and nothing's ever going to happen to me because I have joy. No, you're still going to face trials and tribulations, but do you still have joy in those low points, in those moments when things don't look well, in those moments when people are speaking over your calling and what you consider meaningful success and saying, nope, that's not it. You're not going to be able to do it. In those moments when you think you can't and you're doubting yourself, or even in those moments when your spouse or significant other just doesn't get it. That has to be the time when you know joy. You are always going to have to come back to joy. And that's why it's so important to have your faith, to have your ambitions, to have your balance, to have your mindset, and to always measure those things back up to meaningful success. I am so proud of you, and we are close to wrapping this thing up, but not yet, so keep going.